This is kvci.blogspot.com, George Boston Ram, downtown Valdosta, across from Georgia Medical Center. That is Thaxton Hall in Valdosta, Georgia. Hallie Langdale Jr., I think it is. And we're just going to do a little clip here. I'm out here with John Robinson, and for whatever reason he wanted to do a shout out here, and that's what we want to do. We want to accommodate the people in this community who have a message. So if you have a message, call me and we'll do what we do. And by the way, here he is right here. Good morning, my beautiful brother. What's up?
How you doing this morning?
All right, all right.
Yeah, we out here on the university campus, and we were just discussing that building over there.
Mm-hmm.
That building there was once supposed to have been the home of the minority business enterprise, but it never was here. But we were always informed that the minority business enterprise was here just across the street from the South Georgia hospital. And this is an addition that they're putting on at the hospital. And it's at least $10 million worth of work going on across the street there now.
How much you say, bro?
$10 million.
How you know?
Well, this is what we got understanding that we've been hearing, that it was a $10 million project of over $100 million that's been allocated for construction.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow we have been manipulated, lied to, given promises, so somehow we've been left completely out of the loop of things. I'm a patient of the Perlman Cancer Center here at this hospital. And there is federal funds involved in these projects, but we yet don't have any participation in these projects. We are struggling right now trying to get businesses certified that can be part of the development of these projects. And we are hoping that we can become part of this. And right now, we don't have any participation. It's a shame that our communities have to be run down and we can't make contributions and be contributors because we are not, just seeing that we left completely out. Something is wrong, and it's very wrong. It's very wrong. And we want to be able to participate in these projects and get part of the federal funding that we can revitalize our communities and being part of these kind of projects. $10 million.
Now, when you say we, who do you mean when you say we? Are you talking about yourself? Who are you talking about? We need to be a part of these projects and getting some money. Who are you talking about personally?
Minority contractors and small businesses. That's been totally exempt from the loop of doing business with these major institutions. These major contractors over here, the ones that, the Roundtrees, the Screw-Up Kareems, the ones that gets all the big major projects, and we left out of it.
But maybe they're the only one that's qualified, Doc, or maybe they're the only somebody that have the right equipment, or maybe they're the only one that's certified. So what do you think can be done to include people beyond that scale of things?
I believe that true justification is that this city and this county need to call for up at least $250 million to re-rectify and re-justify. Those are the kind of money that's going to need to be involved to bring about some justification. And I'm hoping that the time will come that we can come to some kind of resolution and solution, because we're going to be looking to seek for $250 million. $250 million that's going to take to re-justify the justification for all of the contracts that we've been left out the loop for.
Why do you think, Doc, so many people in this community, we are talking about Jesus. A few minutes ago, we were talking about religion. Why is it that black African Americans can talk about religion so eloquently, but when it comes down to millions of dollars, they think that once this construction is complete, this parking deck, black, white, everybody gonna have to pay to go in there. Somebody gonna reap the benefit. But from the time the land was broken until the money is collected, how do blacks benefit? How do poor whites benefit? And how can we expect the economical base to be strengthened among poor folk when the same people getting all the money all the time?
It's the influential theology that's always being placed upon the mind of men to make people believe that there's a system within the Lord Christ because there's so much of a forgiveness clause that we can overlook the factors of what's really occurring around us. And then by using the old intellectual ability that they can influence the man that seek forgiveness and become the good patriot. Oh, the Lord, everything's based on the Lord. It's going to get better one day. Well, it's not going to get better one day.
Do you think that the mindset of black African Americans, particularly those in Christendom, I guess Islam as well, considering here in Valdosta, why do you think they have the mindset for all these centuries that Jesus, God, Mohammed, or Allah, or whoever is going to do all this for us, and we don't do nothing for ourselves, or we don't fight for what needs to be done? Why do you think we still hold on to that mindset of letting God do all this when obviously we can see God is not filling this parking deck here? And the owners of whatever equipment here and who's employed going to take that money to take care of their families, and their children won't have to rob convenience stores.
The entrapment of the slave mentality of the man.
Why you think we still have that though?
Simply because we accepted the fact because when back in the early 1900s, when the moment of, you call it the week of terror.
That's in Brooks County.
Brooks County. From 1917 to 1923, when the Black Renaissance was occurring, and in the 1970s, we had over 200 thriving black businesses here, and when they built the Patterson Bridge, they destroyed all the businesses, and nothing ever occurred. And this mentality took form that we have to believe that we are not to be part of a system. Therefore, our scapegoat is through the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm a minister, but I don't believe that Jesus is our scapegoat when it comes to things. The fact that we have $10 million, Jesus done nothing in our sleep, and that out of $140 million projects, $450 million projects, $900 million projects, and we can't get anything. I think that we need to be looking forward to trying to make sure that the demand of $250 million be poured back into our community by the United States federal government, and they need to stand up and make sure that we become part of this system and look at that $250 million that needs to be revitalized for the small businesses and the minority businesses for the harm that's been done for misappropriation of federal funds.
Do you think, well, one other thing, do you think that as long as the few continue to get the millions and billions of dollars, that very little will happen in terms of who we put in office to govern the electoral process?
Of course, as long as it stays the way it is, and Jack Kingston's and all the rest of these guys, and Governor Deal and them stay in the position to pull the strings like they did the Quitman 10, and to do the things to keep this empowerment in place, it's going to always remain the same. But we have to change that. And the only way we change that is by being economically empowered. See, the oppression of an oppressed people is always producing a struggle for us all the time. It's going to continue until we become part of the economic cycle. And this is the message we got to start getting out. We want $250 million to be dumped back into our communities for the small businesses, black, white, and whatever, and the minorities.
So Mr. Robinson, what is your point of this video? What point do you want to relay in this clip?
My point is that we got to get some justice. We got to have some justice, and the only thing gonna make it justifiable is at least $250 million to be reallocated, to be reimbursed back from this state and this county. No less than $250 million. I'm talking about $250 million that can be redistributed by the United States federal government. They demand that we can get some justification. We need at least $250 million set aside projects.
Okay. KVCI.blogspot.com. To all who watch this clip, we down here in Valdosta, Georgia, doing what we do because it needs to be done. If we don't, who will?
No less than $250 million. We can be higher than that, but no less than $250 million. Because these people get this kind of money, and they've been getting this kind of money out of $900 million in one case, $140 million in another case, and all the other hundreds of millions over the history and period of time. I feel that $250 million should be where we need to start from for revitalization.
You heard it, folks. Bye-bye. We're gone.